So we've got an equation here, and we've got an unknown on each side, x and x on the left and the right. So before we begin to solve this equation in the formal method that we've learned, we need to deal with this situation. And I call this the boss method just so it will stick in your mind a little bit more. Who's the boss here? It's the 3x rather than the 1x because it's the larger of the two. So this is the boss. We want to get rid of or undo this 1x. And so we ask, how would we go about that? Well, we'll just subtract 1x from both sides. So I know this is slightly different to how they're teaching you in school, but this way is better because it reminds you emphatically that whenever you're manipulating an equation, you do the same to the left and the same to the right. And most schools use this method actually, rather than write something which I can see your school is telling you to do this, write it on the left. All right, they're telling you to do that, but most schools don't do that. And the reason why we do it this way is it's emphatic that you're carrying out the operation simultaneously on the left and the right, as you always do when dealing with an equation. And so then I just carry this out. 1x plus 11 minus 1x. And just as we'd hoped, these cancel out to leave us with just 11. 3x minus 4 minus 1x. Well, these are like terms. 3x minus 1x gives us 2x minus 4 equals 11. And then we're back in what's hopefully a familiar situation. We've got one unknown, and then we use this function machine. We ask ourselves, what is this rule telling us to do to the x, because the x is the unknown? It's telling us first to multiply by 2 and then subtract by 4. So we come around and then we carry out these operations again on the left and the right. Add 4 to the left and the right. So as I say, this is the better method. And just as we'd hoped, we get a cancellation. And then we divide both sides by 2, and you do this because this is dividing by 2. And we'll see that's 7.5 or 7.5. These cancel to leave us with that situation. So I strongly recommend using this method. Obviously in school you've got to do, I suppose, what the teacher tells you. I'm going to show you one more just so it's clear what's going on here. So I don't know, 5x plus 2 minus 2x plus, let's go with 19. So again, there isn't a single unknown because there's x's on both sides. So first of all, we've got to deal with that situation. We use the boss method. Who's the boss? It's the 5x. So we need to get rid of this minus 2x. How will we get rid of it or undo it, if it is a word I could use? Well, I will carry out the inverse, so add 2x to both sides. So, and then, we'll use the word simplify, but in this case what we really mean more specifically is collecting like terms. So on the left, 5x plus 2 plus 2x, well, collecting like terms gives us the 7x plus 2. And here, again, collecting like terms, minus 2x plus 2x cancels out and just leaves us with the 19. And then we're at that familiar situation, and we know what to do here. I'm not going to do this, and I think you're okay with that.